Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to check the shutter count on a Nikon D3300 camera. These will be easy instructions, so let's get right into the video. Now, before I tell you how to check the shutter count, let's go over what the shutter count is really quickly. So the shutter count is essentially how many times the shutter has sort of opened and closed, or I should say closed and opened, okay? Every time you take a picture, the shutter goes off. It closes and opens. Very simple. These are also called shutter actuations because the shutter is actuated, okay? You can think of them similar to kilometers on a car, okay? So the more kilometers that a car's engine has, and I'm a big car tutorial, big driving tutorial YouTuber, so I'm very familiar with this because I've done many driving tutorials and car tutorials. The more kilometers that an engine has on it, the more likely that the wear and tear will occur on that engine. The more shutter counts or the more shutter actuations a camera has on it, the more likely that the wear and tear will occur on that camera. So, you know, having 10,000 shutter counts is going to be more likely to cause wear and tear than having 300 shutter counts because the camera's been used more times, okay? Not necessarily for longer, but more times the button has been pressed and the shutter has been actuated. Now, essentially your shutter counts, let's get to how to check it really easily. Your shutter count is embedded within each image file. So whenever you take a picture, the shutter count up until that point is embedded in that image file. So if I go back to an image that I took a year ago, the shutter count at that moment will be embedded in that image. So to sort of get the shutter count for right now, you want to get your camera and take a picture right now. And that'll tell you your shutter count for right now. Now, how do you get that number? Well, you have to take your SD card. You have to take that SD card and get that current picture that you just took and put it on your computer. Then you have to go find a website that will tell you the shutter count. Now, there are lots of good websites that will tell you the shutter count. They'll take the image and they'll take the data from that image and tell you what the shutter count is. So all that you got to do is go to your favorite search engine and type in how to find out my shutter count on a Nikon D3300. And there's going to be lots of good websites that will take that data for you. Now, do your own research and make sure you go to a safe website because you are going to be taking that image and uploading it onto that website. So make sure that the website that you're using is legitimate and safe. And you could do your own due diligence with that, no pun intended. You can do your own due diligence with that, no pun intended once again, just in case you missed it the first time. But I wanted to put a website link in the description, but you know what? The website might change in a year from now, in 3 years from now, in a month from now. So I figured it's just as easy for you to go and find your own website to use. This way you can do your own due diligence. But essentially, you want to take a current picture, take that picture from the memory card, the SD card, put it on your computer, and then upload that picture to the website that will tell you the shutter count of your camera. Make sure the website's a good, legitimate website, a safe website to use, and you're good to go. It's going to tell you your shutter actuations. Now, take that number with a grain of salt because, you know, sometimes a shutter, if you're taking a burst where the shutter is going to actuate, 50 times, sometimes that will count as one actuation. Sometimes that will count as 50 actuations. But at the end of the day, you have to think about it like this. Before you get the camera, they test the camera. Many actuations happen as far as I understand. So the shutter count that you're getting, if it's 50 more, 100 more, 100 less, doesn't really matter that much. It's just a rough idea because, like I said, when they do the testing, the shutter actuation is going off many times anyways. So that is essentially it. That's how to check the shutter count. If you were hoping for a website, I'm sorry if I disappointed you, but honestly, like I said, the websites might change. So just do your own due diligence and find your own website to use. This way it's up to you. But yeah, essentially it's embedded in the most recent, your current shutter count will be embedded in the most recent image that you took. That's it. Take a picture, get on your computer, take that image from your computer, put it on the website, and it'll tell you your shutter count. If you like this video, and like I said, more shutter counts just mean that the camera was used more. It doesn't mean that there is more wear and tear, but it does mean that the camera was used more, and it's more likely to have more wear and tear than a camera that was used less. And it's literally that simple. You can get a good engine with 500,000 kilometers on it, and you can similarly get a bad engine with 10,000 kilometers on it. So it's just a matter of, it's just a number that you can use for your due diligence. And that is truly it. If you like this video, please, if you like this video, tutorial slash explanation. I wanted to call it a tutorial, but essentially it's a tutorial slash explanation slash instructions. It's a little bit of everything. I tried to sort of encompass a little bit of education, a little bit of entertainment, and everything together. But if you liked it from the bottom of my heart, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.